Hello, hello, hello. What is up, collective? It is your girl Tracy with Ascension 225, Tarot and Oracle. What's up, y'all? Nice to see you. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ascension 225 Tarot and Oracle Tribe. All right, y'all. I want to speak specifically to the collective of Divine Feminine. How you doing, Divine Feminine? What is up with you? What going on in the Divine Feminine universe? Okay, we're gonna tap in and tune in to see what's happening with you during the month of November, the first 2 weeks of November. Even though there is no spirit time in the spirit realm, uh, we're just going to say the next 2 weeks in November, okay? And just try to see what's happening in your energy, who's in your energy, and what going on. All right, you guys. So I hope all of the collective is doing well, abundantly blessed. I'm doing well, abundantly blessed, and I thank you for being here, watch my video. So relax, get cozy, roll your white paper or your L, get your cup of coffee, your tea, your drink, whatever it is that you need to relax for a few minutes. And we're going to take a deep dive into Divine Feminine. Just know this is a collective reading. If you need a private reading for your own personal energy, click on the banner. It'll take you to my Thumbtack page where you can book a reading with me. I'm also going to announce, well, I also give a free 30-minute reading away every month at the top of every month. And I will be announcing the November's winner probably by tomorrow, which is Sunday. Um, so if you'd like to be a recipient, possible recipient of a free 30-minute reading, not only like and share my videos, but subscribe so you get all of the updated content. And I do pick a random subscriber to win the readings. Okay, you guys? All right. And whoever you share my channel with, they also have the opportunity to win as well. All right. So Divine Feminine, I really am not sure how long it is. Maybe 2 weeks since we checked in on you. So we're going to check in on your energy just to see how you're doing. All right. I'm just been kind of like into my major arcana cards lately. So we're going to see if Spirit has any major arcana that this is like the real deal, holy field stuff that you need to pay attention to, stuff that's going to happen, no doubt about it. If nothing drops to the table, Divine Feminine energy, then we will just go to the tarot deck and try to get some answers from our tarot deck, okay? All right, so here we go. We're tapping in and tuning in. All of the decks have been blessed and meditated on. Our spirit team is surrounding us to give you answers, wisdom, spiritual hugs, whatever the collective needs at this time. And we are protected from any dark, negative, or demonic energies. We repel you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, who protects us. So, without further ado, let's dig in, guys. Holy Spirit, we are tapping in and tuning in to the Divine Feminine collective of the world. What's happening? Do you have any major arcana cards that the Divine Feminines need to see at this time for the next few weeks of November, Holy Spirit? Do you have anything that they need to pay attention to, that they need to be aware of? Please show us with this major arcana deck if you have any messages for our Divine Feminine collectives at this time for the November 2022. We'll say today I think is the 4th, so November 4th through the 14th or 15th, Holy Spirit. Hit this card flip. What else do you have, Holy Spirit? What else do you have for our Divine Feminines? What other major arcanas do you have for them to see for the next 2 weeks of November? Next 2 weeks of November. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Whoa, hold on. All right. Anything for the foundation, Holy Spirit? Foundational Arcana cards. Since you gave us these three cards, anything else that our Divine Feminine Collective needs to be aware of? Okay. Hangman. All right. Right, Divine Femmes. In the hidden energy, we've got the Hermit card. So I I am an advocate for Hermit energy. I mean, as long as you don't get stuck. I just saw 555 on the clock. As long as you don't get stuck, fives are all about change. As long as you don't get stuck in hermit mode where you isolate yourself continuously, then that, if you're just looking to close your doors and close the blinds, you don't want to be bothered for a weekend, or however long it takes for you to work through some things, you know what I'm saying, commune with spirit, then that's how long you need. But going inward, going into hermit mode is very, very important. All right, what do we have here, Divine Femmes? We've got the Lovers in the crossing energy. Very, very, very strong energy. This is pointed towards the past, though. So, I don't know if this has to do with a past lover situation. Divinely ordained union. Divine feminine, divine masculine union, soulmate union. Uh, you know, um, It looks like maybe Divine Feminine is maybe finding some success elsewhere. I think it looks like the Divine Feminine, and we all are pretty aware of the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine saga that's been happening over the last few years, if not longer for some people, because we're all at different phases of this situation. But somebody decided to jump in their chariot, and they decided, they wanted to go towards, some success. And maybe this lover situation, looking back on the past, wasn't for the best. So somebody took off for a new adventure. Excuse me. Then we've got the magician. The lovers is Gemini energy. What's the chariot? Cancer energy. Cancer, intuition, Mother Moon energy, um, intuitive. And we've got the magician. This is also Gemini energy, as well as Aries and Virgo. Being somebody who's an alchemist, being able to use all of the different elements, fire, water, air, and earth, to manifest whatever it is that they want, hmm which is a beautiful gift to have. And then the foundational energy, we've got this Aquarius energy, this star energy. Maybe somebody is a star in somebody's eyes. Maybe somebody's a legit star, and maybe they're there for the public's consumption to see, If not, then this is just an Aquarius. Maybe this is somebody who is a very healed and evenly balanced type of person by the grace of God, right? Yeah, I love the star card. It's so much, it's an inspiring card. It inspires people to keep moving forward. That healing is possible. To be whole is possible. Um, you know, so yeah, somebody may be in the hangman position. We saw the hermit over here. This is when spirit has somebody in the hangman situation. You know what I'm saying? They want maybe spirit needs somebody to see a higher perspective, you know what I mean, a different perspective, a higher perspective. This represents the planet of Neptune, and it's the inability to move forward because of uncertainty, illusions, delusions, secret, lack of self-esteem, lack of being able to walk in somebody else's shoes or see another perspective. Excuse me. All right. Let's see, divine fem. What's happening here? All right, Holy Spirit, this is for our divine feminines for the first 2 weeks of November. Let's split this deck. What messages do we have for divine feminine? Change. Two of Pentacles, remaining balanced. You may be juggling some things in life, divine femme, like all of us do, from day to day. But this is all about change. Change is healthy. Change is good. Change propels us forward. And then we've got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is soulmate energy. That's 1111. That's divine feminine, divine masculine. But it looks like maybe the wheel, this looks like a wheel, doesn't it, that they're on? But it looks like the wheel is spinning, and it looks like maybe this situation, this Four of Wands situation, has come to a completion. Okay, so, and that would make sense because there has been a completion, or a completion of a cycle, a completion of a chapter for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It is over. All right, Holy Spirit, please let the cards fall where they're supposed to fall. What's going on with the divine feminine the first 2 weeks of November? What's this lovers, this chariot? What's this magician? What's going on with the cards that are on the table? Please let the cards fall where they're supposed to fall. Let me just put that right there. Let these cards fall where they want to fall, please, Holy Spirit. What's happening in the divine feminine energy right now, or whoever's in the divine feminine energy? Can you please show? Wait, sorry. Can you please show the divine feminine what they need to know at this time about the energy that's on the table? And jeez. All right. Yes, this is you, divine feminine. A different aspect of you, but this is you nonetheless, the high priestess. I just did Leo's reading, and the high priestess came up in reverse, as did the emperor. I was so disgusted by it. I hate to see a divine being in the reverse. That means that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not on their destined path. This is high priestess. This is you. All right. So let's put this off to the side. And let's just turn the cards over, how they fell, and see what is up with this. All right, so start at the top as we always do. Debauchery. Um, hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Oh my God, are you serious right now? Siri don't want to work. Hey Siri. All right, well, forget about it. All right, hold on for just a second. I want to give you. Okay. Okay. So the first card that came out was the card of the Seven of Cups. Somebody having a lot of options to choose from, maybe too many choices as far as people are concerned, right? And then you see the word debauchery or debauch at the top. Now, debauchery, its meaning is excessive indulgence in sensual pleasures. Okay. Extreme indulgence in bodily pleasures and sexual pleasures, behaviors involving sex, drugs, alcohol, etc., that is often considered immoral. Okay, so that is the dictionary meaning of debauchery. So, in a sexual way, somebody had many options to choose from. Okay, and what's lying on the lover's card here is um, Seven of Wands, Valor. Somebody having the intestinal fortitude to stand up for what they felt was right for them, divine feminine, and that's you. Standing your ground, guarding your energy from this type of debauchery that maybe a lot of the divine masculines found themselves really going towards. You know what I mean? Um, so this is somebody who's protecting their energy, somebody guarding their energy, and uh, standing their ground in this lover situation. Eight of Wands, somebody wants to communicate with a swiftness. Divine Femmes, who could this be, huh? We've got Three of Swords, somebody's feeling sorrow. Why? Because they broke your heart. They stabbed you in the heart 3 times, Divine Femme. So they're feeling this sense of sorrow because they're finally coming to the realizations as to what happened in this situation. This October has brought a lot of people to a lot of realizations, and towards the end, as we close out 2022, a lot of people are slicing and dicing people, places, and things out of their lives because it no longer suits or fits into their life anymore. All right, we're taking out the garbage. All right. So what landed on? So So what's in between this sorrow card? We've got the Chariot and we've got the Moon. This Cancer type of energy, and you see how choppy the waters are right here, full of emotions, waves of emotions, unsettled emotions. Okay, would not want to be in those waters because you definitely probably would not survive the choppiness of it all. And moon energy is all about illusions, delusions, secrets, wearing masks, not showing your real emotional, authentic you, pretending. Maybe that's why somebody jumped in their chariot and decided to go towards new adventures in life. What landed on this magician card is the peace card, 2 of Swords, right? This person's at a crossroads of they're indecisive, but somebody evidently is at peace with whatever decision that was made. Whether that was to move on or jump in their chariot or whatever the case may be. But this pertains to the magician, this Gemini, Aries, or Virgo. Woo! In the crossing energy towards the future, we've got the sun. All new everything, all new blessings, all new everything, y'all. Okay? Just miracles and blessings in abundance. And yeah, pointing towards the past is the Eight of Swords. There was some sort of interference possibly that happened in between this situation. Somebody interfered in this situation, which um, brought about a lot of emotional upheaval, uncertainty, confusion. Okay, so over here we've got whew, okay, running towards the future. We've got 10 of Swords. Um, this is ruin. Somebody is facing some sort of ruin right now, and I believe it's this Emperor that's also in the crossing. This Emperor may be facing ruin. after stabbing the divine feminine in the back 10 times over and over and over again. Yeah, that's a kind of cowardly behavior to strike from, strike somebody in the back instead of facing them, right? But 10, this is also a 10 card. Tens are the closing of a chapter or a cycle. Okay, so if this hasn't happened already, this cycle of hurt and pain is closing or will be closed towards healing. You're going towards healing, the star energy, this healing, this remaining balanced in your emotions and grounded. This emperor, this emperor could also be going towards healing as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they could be going towards this star energy, healing and being made whole. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's Aquarius energy. You could be involved with Aquarius, but or the divine masculine could have been in Aquarius. But I think even though we talk shit about the divine masculine a lot of times because they made some really disastrous decisions over the last few years when it comes to their relationship with the divine feminine, their ordained mate. Um, we talk a lot of shit about them, but we also, hold them in prayer because anybody has the ability to redeem themselves and change themselves, right? This emperor may be inspired to go through some sort of healing process with his star card here. Underneath the magician and the sun and stuff, we've got 10 of cups. Okay. um that's pointing towards the past, but um maybe somebody saw this as a 10 of cup situation. Maybe they remember being satisfied. Satiety, that's being satisfied, feeling content, and maybe they're realizing that they really were in a situation that provided that safe feeling, that satisfied feeling, that content feeling. Yeah. Um, yeah, because and I think that remembering this has got this person in the hangman situation. It's like clarity is coming to light, it seems. Maybe the sun is illuminating some things. I don't know. But I'm definitely seeing that this emperor is going towards some sort of healing energy. They're in the hangman status right now. They were satisfied before, but they had too many options. They're relying on their sacral chakra to make decisions for them, and that's their groin area. Now they're realizing slowly but surely, hey, I was happy. I don't know what happened. I was happy with this empress. I was happy with this empress. And we have an ace of swords, and that's the truth, Ruth, right? That's the complete truth. And 10 of Pentacles, somebody that they look at as being so abundant. They had abundance with you, divine femmes. You were wealth to them, not just money wealth, but wealth in so many different ways that you can have abundance. This empress is abundance. This empress has abundance. Hmm. And either this divine masculine or you, divine feminine, are in this hermit stage where you're taking time out for yourself. Maybe tuning into your high priestess energy, the all knowing, the all seeing, collaborating with spirit at all times. Interesting. Wow, this is pretty cool. That's pretty cool energy. Huh. Anything else that we need to know about this situation, Holy Spirit, with the divine feminine? What about divine feminine? What about a few Kipper cards that tell us more about the divine feminine's energy? Can you show us a few Kipper cards that may show the divine feminine's energy for the next 2 weeks of November 2022, Holy Spirit? Can you please show us a few Kipper cards that may show us the energy for the divine feminine and what's going on in this situation? Please let the cards fall where they're supposed to fall, Holy Spirit, so we can tell a deeper story about what's happening with the divine feminine energy and whoever's in her energy for the next 2 weeks of November 2022. Please, Holy Spirit, make it plain. Make the cards fall where they're supposed to fall, Holy Spirit. Tell a deeper story of what's happening. All right, so one last shuffle, Holy Spirit. One last shuffle. One last shuffle. One last shuffle. Okay, thank you. There's a message of concern. Maybe this older gentleman just received a message of concern. This mature male, 33. Wait a minute. I don't think 33. Let me see. I just want to look at my number thing. I know the 333 is the Holy Trinity, but um, you know, maybe somebody has received a message of concern of some type. Huh. All right. Okay. Um. On this Emperor card is the expectation card. Um. Looking towards the past energy. Maybe this Emperor fully expected that this situation would come to a close. This is a 10, that this chapter would close out. Maybe they were fully expectant of that. Maybe they self sabotaged and maybe they knew that some of their actions were going to create a closing of the chapter for the divine feminine. Um, yeah. Maybe they didn't have an expectation that going through all of this that they created was going to cause them to go through this healing of some type. Oh, I forgot. Up here we've got Great Fortune, which landed on the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Somebody's going to be seeing some great fortune, and this 26 adds to an 8 as well. Okay, so somebody's going to, and that's laying on the Sun card. So, Divine Feminine, I see some great fortune coming your way. And then you've also got the Wealth card right here, laying on the Ace of Swords, which is beautiful energy. Okay. The community is definitely talking about the situation, Divine Thumbs. Whatever happened between you and Divine Masculine is no longer a secret. People are talking. Family, friends, foe, enemies, they're all talking. The streets are just full of rumors and gossip about somebody actually had a Ten of Cups situation, but ended up ruining themselves by stabbing that person in the back over and over and over and over again. And we have an eight. We have a coffin card in reverse, landed on the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. This is like the Death card. Something is completely over. Something needs to be buried. Birth, death, and a rebirth. Okay. This also adds to a 10, which is the closing of a chapter, and this is in reverse. Somebody wishing that this was not over, somebody wishing that this chapter was not closing, that this empress, who they see as a 10 of pentacles, see that they who they see that they can have a 10 of pentacles situation with. And this is very concerning to this mature man. Hmm. Another 10 card journey. Somebody's going on a journey, and that could be even the fool's journey, because when you close out chapters, you start new cycles, new chapters, right? So maybe somebody could actually be going on a journey, moving, relocating, or it's just a brand new chapter of life. And this is a 10 card brand new start. I mean, closing of chapters. You keep seeing closing, 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 closing of the old and embracing the new. This family room is empty. All right, this family room is empty. Yeah. And it looks like maybe the house with this family room may be empty as well. I'm not really sure. So, and there may be something to do with a child of some type. Main female. That's you, divine feminine. All right. Anyway, that's enough with the kipper. We need some T cards on this situation, don't we? What's up? All right, Holy Spirit. Um, this is for divine feminine. Let me cut this deck, please. What do we have for divine feminine? We've got entrapment. Somebody in the scenario got entrapment by a pregnancy. They did it for money. And then we've got negotiator. Somebody wanting to bargain or beg. Oh wow. Alrighty then. All right, Holy Spirit. This is for divine feminine. Do you have any messages for divine feminine? Does anybody have any messages that they would like to relay to the divine feminine? What is in the divine feminine's energy right now? What messages need to be seen at this time for divine feminine? Please let the cards fall where they may. Please let the cards fall where they may for the divine feminine. What's happening? Who wants to send messages to divine feminine? What do they need divine feminine to see at this time? Somebody's in denial. Somebody unwilling to face truths. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit. Using this part of the deck. Any other messages for divine feminine? Who has messages for divine feminine? What does divine feminine energy need to see at this time? Please let the cards fall where they may. This is for the next 2 weeks of November, please. Let the cards fall where they may, Holy Spirit. What do you have for divine feminine? What do you have for divine feminine? Please. Whoa, that's a lot. I'm not taking all those. Yep, I'm taking that one. But I'm not taking these. All right. What other messages do you have for divine feminine using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit? What other messages? What other messages? What other messages? All right. You might hear something about something today. I don't know. Something's happening today, possibly at the present time, now, in the moment, or maybe this is just a reminder from Spirit, divine feminine, to take each day as it is. Try to be in the present moment as much as possible, because that's all we have is these moments. Don't think about the past, don't think about the future. Stay in the present moment. I like that. All right, hold on. All right, you ready? Here we go. Uh, what landed on this lovers card, the lovers is in the major arcana, um, is the lost card. Somebody feeling ghosted, blocked, and cut off. There is no communication between divine feminine and divine masculine in most cases. And this landed on the Eight of Swords and the community, and that is family. Okay, blood ties, inner circle. The inner circle could be talking about what's happening. And then over here, we've got this hermit is being plugged in to what's happening, even if it's from afar, their computer screen. They're plugged in, seeing what's happening with divine feminine. And I just, I didn't realize underneath this hermit card is the actual world card. Okay, this is the 21 card in tarot, the last card of tarot before you start at zero again, the fool's journey that we just talked about, starting over and having faith that everything's going to turn out just fine. Okay, but somebody's plugged in. Somebody's coming to some realizations about some stuff. Is pointing towards future. Somebody is now coming to realizations. Things are coming to light. Somebody's having some aha moments, which is this emperor who is trying to go through this healing. All right. Of course, this is pointing towards the past. Yes, of course, you have a past. It might even stem all the way back to the Egyptian time period era for divine feminine, divine masculine, but you definitely share this history. Mm-hmm. Um, this is cards in between the star card, the healing card, and the hangman. Somebody feeling like they're in this pressure cooker type of energy. Somebody's ready to explode. They're ready to lose it. They're feeling hostility and rage. Um, yeah, maybe because the streets are talking. And there's all kinds of rumors. Maybe they're being ostracized. Somebody wants to talk. They want to talk. They want to get on the same page. They want resolution, divine femme, and they're just gonna feel in this pressure cooker type of thing. They don't know whether they're coming or they're going. But I think they're gonna be in this hangman situation until maybe they're able to speak their truth or have a resolution or closure or whatever. Um, yeah, and we're talking about the divine feminine. All right. This was underneath the hermit, the plugged card. We had divine masculine. Okay. Who is going through waves of emotion at this time. Okay. And yeah, over this high priest, and you can even see the water around this high priest. It's kind of, a little rough. The emotions are a little rough. So, and because they didn't pay attention to the love, they didn't pay attention to the love. Four of Cups. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, they want another chance with this magician energy, but anyway, this divine masculine who is a soulmate is ready to lose their shit because they don't know which direction to turn, which direction to go in. It's like they're immobile. They can't move for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Um, in this hangman situation. All right, let me gather up these cards and then we'll get some more messages. Divine feminine, empress energy. All right, so we're just going to put the major arcana off to the side. What other messages can we possibly get about the divine feminine? What's happening? What else is happening with the divine feminine that we need to see or know? We've got longevity. Steady wins the race. All right, slow and steady wins the race. Just keep moving forward, beautiful divine feminine energies. And this, what is this card that wants to fall? Yeah, surrender. Surrender to spirit. Release all old energies that no longer serve you and keep moving forward. All right, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And then we have movement, forward movement. Exactly. Forward movement. All right, Holy Spirit, any messages using this deck for our divine feminines? Any messages, T messages using this deck for the divine femmes of the world? Any messages for our divine feminines today, please? Any messages for our divine feminines using this deck, please? That's a lot. At the bottom of the deck, we've got spiritual awakening. A lot of divine feminines have been going through spiritual awakening for some time now. This could also be your divine masculine. We saw them pointing towards the healing energy, the star energy, all right, and having some realization. So this could also point to the divine masculine also starting to go through some sort of awakening. They seem to stop and start though, so, and of course there is a disconnection of some type. This is a lot of cards. All right, any other cards using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit, for divine feminines? Any other messages for divine feminines using this deck, please? Any other messages, please? All right. And we're done. Okay. And we got the movement card again. You saw me shuffle. So movement forward is very importante. Okay? Very importante. All right. Somebody may be dealing with some sort of attachments, codependency, they can't they feel like they can't make it on their own. They need somebody to be their mommy or their daddy. This hinders personal growth, being in these types of relationships that are typically toxic. We've got roots. Somebody needs to ground themselves. You see how strong these roots are for this tree? Somebody needs to really dig deep into their roots, especially their ancestral roots that ground them, the 7 generations that support us and take care of us and guide us. Ground yourselves. Somebody's feeling guilty, okay? Somebody's feeling a sense of fulfillment or see you as fulfillment, divine femmes. Somebody's feeling this 9 of Swords, anxiety type of energy, depression, confused thoughts, can't eat, can't sleep. Somebody's being divinely guided, okay? This could pertain to the both of you being divinely guided. Somebody needs to purge old energy that no longer serves its purpose. Purge it, surrender, so that you can move forward. This is self realizations, those aha moments, those actualizations, self realizations. Yeah. Take that leap of faith, close out and complete those cycles and chapters that no longer soothe your soul. Somebody may need to go through a dark night or is going through a dark night of the shadow. All right. Without dark nights of the shadow or the soul, you cannot heal. It's the feeling of emptiness or separation from the divine, spiritual depression. We saw that in how that anxiety card looks. Somebody not trusting spirit. Well, spirit might just take you through the dark night of the soul and show you that they're real. Tangled. Somebody needs to use their creativity, their self, how they express themselves individually. We talked about this earlier. Somebody self sabotaging, like that divine masculine knew that it had the expectation that the situation was going to end because they self sabotage. This is confirming, and somebody needs to speak their truth. Somebody's not truthful or hasn't been truthful. Okay, that's what's lacking. And when I see this card, it just not the throat chakra being closed up, not being able to speak truth and clarity, or especially about maybe their sexual orientation. And in some of the readings we have seen of the divine masculine is either bisexual or on the down low. Okay. All right. But somebody's going through spiritual awakening, that is for sure. All right, Holy Spirit. Using this T deck, what messages can you give the Divine Feminine using this T deck? Let's split down the middle. They lose control easily and are not easily consolable. Okay. Somebody who's not in control of their emotions. Oh boy. STD alert, spreading their legs and spreading their sexually transmitted diseases. STD, and we've seen that a lot come across in the readings for Divine Masculine. Either received STD from the karmic or they're spreading it between the two of them. Yeah. Anyway, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have using this deck for Divine Feminine? What messages do you have for Divine Feminine? What do they need to see at this time, Holy Spirit, using this part of the deck? Using this part of this T deck, what do they need to see at this time? All right, and I am done. Counterintuitive, does what others least expect of them. Okay. And then what do we have using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit? This is the tea has spilled. Um, got these on Etsy. Just give me a few more cards using this deck, Holy Spirit. A few more cards using this deck, please. A few more cards using this deck. For the Divine Feminine, what else do they need to see at this time? Okay. And I'm done. We've got obsessed with your looks or the appearance of others. So somebody is very, very shallow. They go towards what glitters, but we know that's not always gold, right? It could be fresh shit shining in the sunlight. All right, what do we have? We've got stingy, only spends money on themselves but never on others. Somebody who's a breadcrumber, stingy, steals people's time and energy for their own selfishness. Somebody's a spiritual healer who is working on themselves. That would be you, Divine Feminine. We've got is clueless on how they act and can't see what they are doing wrong. That's why they self-sabotage. I think a lot of times they do see what's wrong, but they'd rather hurt people before they get hurt. So that type of mentality. This was in the crossing energy. So knight in shining armor, toxic love with controlling tendencies. We've got put on blast for their toxic internet schemes. They've been discredited on the internet some kind of way. Thinking up ways to look you up and keep tabs on you. We saw somebody was connected on the internet in the previous cards. There are detours currently affecting your position. This might have something to do with work, Divine Feminine. Maybe there are obstacles that are getting in your way at work. All right. Few more T cards and then we will call it a day. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Holy Spirit. Using part of my deck is for Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. What messages do we need the Divine Feminine Collective to see using my deck today? All right. I keep seeing the 1010 card. I mean, not the 1010 card, but I keep seeing the 1010 numbers the last few days. Now we've got the 1010 here. So this, we've got 1010 is personal development, spiritual awakening, which we've seen both the divine feminine and hopefully the divine masculine going through. Alignment, love from the universe. And we've got wasp energy. Somebody's agreeing with jealousy, divine femme. Maybe the divine feminine, I mean, divine masculine is jealous of your growth through all of this. Nothing in the hidden energy this side or this side, okay? Holy Spirit, using this part of my deck, what messages would you like the um, divine feminine to see at this time? What messages would you like divine feminine to see at this time, Holy Spirit? Please show us. This is for the next 2 weeks in November. Please show us what you want the divine feminine collective to see at this time using this part of my deck. All right, Holy Spirit, I am done. We got a little white feather. That is actually my spirit guide's name. I've named her Little White Feather. So when I see this, it tells me that your spirit guides are backing you up, Divine Femme. And there's nothing here. Holy Spirit, using this part of my deck, what messages do you have for Divine Feminine? What messages would you have for Divine Feminine the next 2 weeks of November using this part of my deck? What messages would you have for Divine Feminine to see during this time for the next 2 weeks of November? All right, and I am done. Thank you, Holy Spirit. 7-7, divinity. All right, divinely guided. You're going through spiritual shifts. You're manifesting. This is confirmation that spiritual awakening is happening. Spiritual growth is happening at this time. Hopefully for the both of you. You know what I mean? That would be awesome. All right, what do we have with my deck, Holy Spirit? Here we go, guys. We've got key energy. Somebody wants to reveal something. They want to take a peek at something. They want to unlock something. Somebody's at a stalemate. Now what? Somebody doesn't know what move to make. Current situation is going to be life changing, though, Divine Femmes. That's awesome. Love to hear it. Interference. We saw a card in interference earlier with the tarot card. It actually had interference written over top of it. And here's another card reiterating that. Somebody interfered or intervened in this situation. Somebody's this is a story of flexing and flossing gone wrong, you guys. Because you know what? The divine masculines, a lot of divine masculines, chose to go towards the karmic because they thought the karmic had mulayo, right? Money. They thought they had the bag. So, and both the karmic and the divine masculine were lying to one another, telling each other they had the bag, when neither had a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of. Okay, that is the ultimate story of flossing and flexing gone wrong. Okay, now they're stuck like Chuck. Somebody making necessary changes in their life, hopefully. Bitch got me smoking out the window. Mm-mm-mm. Somebody's wearing a mask. Illusion, secrets. We talked about that earlier. Good morning, beautiful. Lame AF. Somebody might text somebody that every day. Somebody thinks it's lame AF. Somebody gives zero fucks, divine feminine. I'm thinking this is you. The police have been called. So much happier without your BS. Mm-mm-mm. Ain't that the truth? Peace. Divorce. It's over, motherfucker. Divorce. Fake ass baby news. Ooh, we saw that entrapment earlier, right? Where somebody tried to entrap somebody else in a situation. But guess what? Turns out in some of those situations, it turned out to be untrue. Somebody was lying about that baby, or actually being divine masculine's baby. It could have been really pregnant, but either they faked the pregnancy or it was somebody else's baby. Somebody is now the chaser when they used to be the runner. And lastly, be present and in the now. We saw a card referring to that right here today. This is a great, one of the great closing messages for you today, divine feminine. A lot of times we get stuck in thinking about the past and what happened and thinking about what's about to happen when that hasn't even happened yet. This is Spirit's way of reminding you to stay in the present moment, enjoying every moment that the moment that you're in brings you. Okay? I love it. I love it. And lastly, divine feminine. The last messages for a divine feminine collective, Holy Spirit. Last messages for a divine feminine collective before we close this reading out. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to read all four of them. I'll read three of them. Hakuna Moscato. This is a taste to no worries, divine femme. Pour yourself a glass of Moscato. Relax, relate, and release. Decide your vibe, whether you're going to vibe high or vibe low, or somewhere in between, divine femmes. It attracts your tribe. However you vibe attracts your tribe. And you're cute as hell because you give zero fucks given. And that's so funny because in my oracle deck it says zero fucks. Oh, keep doing your thing, divine feminine. Keep moving forward. We love you. We're rooting for you. And we're sending you all kinds of positive support and energy for all the divine femmes out there in the universe. The light in me honors the light in you. Keep doing your thing, y'all. I love you guys. We're part of the same tribe. Take care until we meet again, divine femmes. Uh, I just love you, and the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Take care until the next time, guys.